Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Admiral Pegasus, this is the Pegasus Show, and on today's show, as you can see from the picture right behind me, we are going to be talking about the Monaveen. Now, we're not going to go into the refinery and all that potential malarkey around it. We're actually going to cover the free-to-play sourcing. Yes, because it's finally working. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to show you a cost comparison compared to my particular level, but obviously bearing in mind that everything that I release, everything I say, could be based on your particular level and where you are in the game. So, here we have the Monaveen, or as it's become to be known, courtesy of RevJuice, was the Gilded Pickle. Yes, I'm not quite sure where Gilded Pickle came from, but to be honest, it doesn't even look like a pickle to me. It's not got green bumps all over it. But, hey-ho, Gilded Pickle, there it is. So, what is it? It is basically a battleship, and it's going to be used to help against these new Texas-class hostiles in the new sector just off to the west of Federation space. But, like I said, we're not going to be covering the main aspects of the ship or the refinery. We want to know about the free-to-play sourcing. Yeah, so the Gilded Pickle was released back in, where are we now? We're in October. It was back in September. And as you can see, it's going to cost you a total of 200 blueprints to actually get. Now, the only way you could actually buy it back in September was actually to crack out the good old MasterCard, Visa, or credit cards, or whatever it is you pay with, and actually spend some money. $100 would have actually got you the unlock. Now, we was told a free-to-play route would be announced in October. Personally, I was expecting it actually at the end of October, but we actually got an announcement actually the end of September. So, when we actually learnt about all this to do with territories. And that is where you are basically going to source the Monaveen. Now, obviously, when territories was announced, we kind of had a sneaky suspicion that the Monaveen was going to come part of it. Yes, it happened. Or mostly. So, what you found is since territory reset, and that's for those who did have the full reset, which is pretty much most of the servers. Obviously, the servers who emerged, I think, I'm not quite sure. So, yes, by all means, correct me in the comment section down below. You didn't actually have the territory reset, with the exception of the fact that you had the reset when you merged with the other server. So, the rest of us, unfortunately, we all got, on the 3rd of October, a full wipe of the board. Now, as you can see, my alliance has got this tier 3 sector right here. This is the one that we've actually taken, and this is the one where we can get the Gilded Pickle. Now, there are two other sectors that you can find them in, and the first one is down here, which is owned by our top alliance in this server, Brelan, and you can see by the services right next to me, the Gilded Pickle is available here. And then the next sector, it's available, I believe, was actually up here. And again, if we click on the embassy button, yes, here we go in Makala. I hope I pronounced that right. And get Monaveen. Now, we'll jump back to my territory instead of using everyone else's. Oh, hello, didn't mean to bring the timer up. Everyone else's territory. So, obviously, we'll go into the embassy here. And as you can see, when it actually clicks in, we get the Monaveen blueprints here. Now, obviously for tier 3 sectors, all tier 3 sectors, there's an announcement come up, so we'll cover that in just a second. Every Saturday, all the tier 3 sectors go up for grabs, whether it's a case of you're going to take over a sector or actually capture the actually hold the territory. Obviously, that's the time that we've got is UTC. That is in-game time. Where can you find that? Your profile, up in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Obviously not right now because I'm not there, but when you go onto your main display, that's where it is. So, every Saturday, you'll be up for it. Now, the one we've got is actually the second one up for grabs. So, yeah. Now, the other 3 tier 3 sectors have got a chronometric particle generator, and So far I've heard, I don't know how true it is, the payout on that generator is pretty shocking. Yes. Now, we've covered that little aspect. So, yeah, we're going to have access to this. And obviously, given the fact it's only in the 3 sectors, yeah, it means literally most of the player base are not going to get the Gilded Pickle unless they can find a way to get that sector. Now, we would probably negotiate access to it at some point, but obviously I think we are going to go for the fact of getting all our alliance to get the Gilded Pickle blueprints as fast as possible. Now, I've got to admit, I'm a little bit shocked at the cost and how many blueprints and how quick you're going to get this, because I was really racking my brains and thinking Scopely are going to screw us all over and actually make us get 1 blueprint per week by this method. Yeah, that would have taken like 4 years to actually accomplish. No, they are not. In fact, it's a fraction of 4 years. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the gift section over there. And then we're going to follow the little bars across the bottom to find the territory. And what we're going to do is going to scroll over. And as you can see, we've got the Monaveen there. I've not pulled it yet. I only found out about this about 7 hours ago, that it's actually now live and we can actually pull. So I thought, great, I'm off to go do a video this evening. Hence the reason doing a video. So here we go. Move myself up a little bit so you can actually see this. The first one is actually 10 chests. 10! As a first option. Woo! 20 weeks to pull this. 20 weeks. Okay, that's over 3 months. That's actually closer to 5 months to actually do. Yeah. Now, we all know how territory is now working. It's going to reset every 3 months. So the next reset is actually going to be the beginning of January on that kind of a calendar. And obviously, we're going to have to go out enough that Saturday and actually retake this if we wanted to. But yeah. So 20 weeks, yeah, if you manage to hold that tier 3 sector, because I know some servers have a very active takeover. I hate to think how it's working on server 20 at the minute, because they was very active, and then all the other very active servers. Unfortunately, sorry, I don't know if you're a very active server went to territory. Please, let me know in the comment section down below if your server is very active on takeovers, because it'd be very interesting to know. But yeah, so 20 weeks, 5 months, yeah, okay, you might not get it within the first season. It might take you 2 seasons to actually do, whether it's seasons 1 and 3 or 1 and 5 or, you know, something like that. But like I said, it depends on how long you actually hold that territory service or held that particular sector. And again, for the bigger one as well, which I'm sorry to say is actually costing you more. Yes, because as we can see, the 10 chest is 45,000 ISO emulsion. Yes, ISO emulsion. Yeah, the 18 is the biggest one, and it's going to cost you actually more than that. So it works out roughly the equivalence of around about, actually, that lower chest, 9 chests should be around about 45,000 for 9 chests. Yeah, so you're actually looking on par. The 20 chests of where it's going, you're probably looking closer to 100,000 really for a full 20 chests. But no, it's still going to cost you actually 90,000 to do 20 chests, but it's going to take you 2 weeks. But if you wanted to do it in 1 week, you can pull the 18. I'm going to be pulling the 18 because to me, that extra couple of thousand ISO emulsion is neither here nor there for me. Because what I'm going to do in editing, and unfortunately, the editing for it is going to be the following day, is I'm going to post you the screenshots of the ISO emulsion I'm pulling from my refinery. So if we go quickly up, and I can give you a general idea, but like I said, I will put the screenshots up as well to show you what I'm actually pulling. So we click on territory. Here, we've got the 3 isogen refineries. Now, you might not have all 3 improved, so you'll be limited to 3 chests in that particular area. Me, with the improved refinery, I'm going to get 4 chests as well. But as well, I do have the Meridian skin as well, which is giving me that extra pull on this. So yes, I can't remember what it is lower down. Again, let me know in the comment section down below if you remember what it was before the Meridian skin. But the Meridian skin gave me an extra pull, which now gives me the 4 chests on a improved refinery. Yeah. However, it's very expensive when it comes to mining raw isogen. Again, the screenshots will show you. But what I can remember is ISO 1, I can pull on a 4 chest, I can pull 33,000 ISO emulsion. ISO 2, I can pull 22. ISO 3, I can pull 11,000. So in total, I'm getting 66,000 ISO emulsion per day. Now, yes, I do have to go out and mine it. And I've got 3 maxed out meridians, and they do a single node each of ISO 1, of ISO 2, and of ISO 3. So in total, they're actually walking home with around about 700,000 ISO emulsion, because it works out on the basis of ISO 1 is the maximum node is 200,000, ISO 2 is 300,000, and ISO 4 is 400,000. So yeah, my meridians are massively overloaded, over cargo. Yeah, and I have been hit multiple times, and I just send them back out for some more. Don't bother me. Who cares? I don't. But anyway, so I can pull that. There is another way as well to do, so you don't have to do the mining, but I will show you that in just a minute. But as well, I have to take into account is the Meridian refinery over there. Yes, I have to now take some ISO emulsion off my 66,000. So I think it's around about 6,000. But again, here's a screenshot to show you what I'm spending on just the 2 chests. Yeah, so we take that off. So obviously the correct figure is going to be on screen compared to what I say. But I'm looking around about 60,000 a day as a take home. Okay, not bad. 30,000 short for that pull, isn't it? Yes, 30,000 short for that 18 chest pull. But again, we'll get around to that. You already know what the cooldown time is, but I'm going to show you it live here on the video. Yes. So, now, if you really cannot be asked to go mine all that isogen, I do not blame you in the slightest. So, what you can do is you can come to your Xbox store, which is down at the bottom here, and you can look through here, and you're going to find your Meridian Max TC ISO Emulsion. Obviously, mine's maxed. Yours will probably have your tier number on it. But if we click on that, and as you can see, between 4,000 for a single day, a single chest, 7 chests, which is exactly 7 times 400, is 2,800. Now, if you don't mind mining, and if you don't mind risking an OPC miner, go mine it. But if you really, really can't be asked to mine, don't blame you. Sometimes I don't. Pull this. Now, be careful. Because I can tell you this straight out, this 1 chest, definitely looking at the ISO 3, that's not a full day's pull for me on 4 chests. That's not a full pull. So if I did the 7-day chest here, the 7 chests, I'm not going to get 7 days worth of isogen. I'm not going to get it. I'm going to get around about 6 days worth of isogen. Because as you saw in the other screenshots, for ISO 3, I need 1.1 million ISO 3. Yeah, so I'm around about 200,000 short. So take that over the 7 days. Yeah, sorry, that's not going to over the 6 days. Sorry, that's not that 7 chest is going to be well and good, but it's still going to give me 1 day short. But again, this is a good stopgap for when the territory reset happens, because obviously you've not got access to it. So yeah, there is a 22-hour cooldown. Hell, I'm going to spend some credits for you. So this is what I'm going to get for a 7-day. It looks pretty good, 6.7 ISO 3, but like I said, that's not a full week. That's about 6 days worth, give or take. Sorry guys, those 7 chests no longer add up to 7 days. But again, that's the price I pay for being an Ops 46, because they are based on your Ops. The cost of your isogen is based on your ops level. So, but anyway, so that's that. So you can do that if you really wanted to. Like I said, there's a 22-hour cooldown on it. So yeah, just be aware of that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump, excuse me, back into the territory tab. And we're going to look at this. So, like I said, I'm pulling on a daily basis 66,000 ISO emulsion. Take off the Meridian Finery, so around about 60 to 63,000 left over. Okay, so 1 day is not going to be enough. I'm going to need 2 days worth just to pull this. Well, it's a 6 days, 22-hour cooldown timer. Yay! So guess what? 2 days, not a problem. Boom, got me 18 blueprints. Oh, there it is. It does say 21 hours because it's actually under the 22 hours. So once you obviously get just that 1 second under, it'll change to the 21 hours. So, and if you saw from the ISO emulsion, if you was actually paying close attention to my currency at the top of the screen, as you can see, I have lost that 90,000. What does that mean to me? Well, not an awful lot. So, yeah. But anyway, so that's the ISO emulsion. Now, we did have an announcement come up, and I'll tell you what, instead of me actually doing that, let's bring me bar down. And that's DJ, so here we go. So, so, bringing up Discord briefly. So, it looks like Latinum miners were a bit overzealous with the forbidden technology Ferengi whip. As a result, resulted in a stronger than intended. Yeah, trust me, this is stronger. I've had somebody send me screenshots of them going from just under 1 million concentrated latinum mining. Yeah, okay. 23.3 million. What an increase. However, due to rule of acquisition 239, the Ferengi decided to keep it at its functioning level. So, despite the fact it wasn't supposed to be so goddamn flipping good, yeah, Scopely have decided, you know what, yeah, I'll tell you what, we screwed up, we fracked up, you can have it. So, small favours, small victories for the players here. And obviously the description in the game will be updated in the near future. Yeah, probably about 10 years from now. So, the new Ferengi whip is actually going to give you one hell of a boost to mining. Yeah, that sounds pretty damn good to me. I mean, let's just work this out, right? And let's just actually jump back into the game for a second. If we can get the damn thing to actually work. Right, I've got a miner out right now. So let's actually just have a quick look at what he's actually mining at. So mine's mining at 400,000. So based on the percentage of the screenshots provided to me earlier, and big shout out to Bandit on that one for sending me these screenshots. And of course, if I put the screenshots up, yeah. So thank you, Bandit, for that one. But to mine a full node, and let me just see if I can find a full node. I think it's Latinum Mundi, so oh, here we go. Here's one, and it's a full node. So you can see there, 400,000. I'm taking just under 35 minutes to mine this. Yes, I've got maximum cargo protected crew, and now we're gonna. Oh, we are just over as well. We're now OPC. Who cares? I don't. But based on him going from 990,000 to 23.3 million, that's a substantial increase of around 23 times, 24 times nearly. Imagine how fast I'm going to drain this pissing node at that. This is a 235,000 node mining already at 400,000. So mining at let's look at this. So we're looking at potentially 12 million for me. Okay, 12 million. I'm going to blast this node out in like, what, 5-10 minutes? Yeah. So that Ferengi whip is going to now be an absolute corker. Imagine all those OPC features. Nice one, Scopely. Something benefiting both sides. So keep an eye on that feature because it's going to drain these nodes as if they're going out of fashion. Yeah, just like most things in this game. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Let me know if you liked the video by smashing that like button. Obviously, that does help the metrics and it helps send the video further. But until then, I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, live long and prosper, and I shall catch you on tonight's live stream. Goodbye.